tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So James Madison's offense will start this game off with the football. The give out of the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Dukes in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Dukes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete to start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Penn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Panthers are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll do it himself. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Dukes will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
There he goes. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They're working that left side, and that one did not work. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. It's caught downfield. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Penn. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Made a defender miss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. It's Wilkins. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Penn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Illegal block. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Offense getting set for first down. Military stunt. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Dukes headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Number 13.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dukes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give from the gun. Crossing the 30, he's got away. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the run. Finds a spot in the middle. All kinds of room to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the ground with the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Lowers those pads. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Quicks. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeport Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Dukes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box. And
going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Dukes are in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dukes! And the comeback is on. Lining up for the PAT.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
James Madison, 27.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be a draw. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Georgia State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Power football with the run. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the catch. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He makes the catch, but the officials right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down. Offense has to make a decision.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Offense lining up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 12 over Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time. And was at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Looks as if we have... On that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give to the single back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Dukes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Might be calling a hot route. Going with the ground game left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. quarterback's just going to take a knee. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. If there's time to pad the stats. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Well, this was